after the pick six. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be second down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old.
Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Take a hide on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yes.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield after the sack here, 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run with a rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Forced out to his left. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's no good.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
41-yard line.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
By the Bills.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1, sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 29 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Ravens will extend their lead.